Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 12. We got a new campaign, week 1, day 1. So today, of course, we are going to be going over all of the chapter 1 tasks, which surprisingly are actually still getting posted, so that's cool. So, it still says Hawks and Gary, though Hawks did end up leaving. However, maybe Gary's just going to be doing it every single week. I'm not sure if this is one they already had made up in the reserves or what. However, we do indeed have all the campaign tasks here, so we can kind of see them and get some synergies here and there. As far as what we need to do, we got to kill a bunch of dwarves, so I could do that quickly in KZL. Kill for Excavator, which ideally someone in PvP will end up having. Complete 2 delves at a level 20 plus, which honestly, do I want to repick that? That's pretty quick, but I'd have to do it at 50. And I'd rather get it passively done while doing other tasks, so you know what? We're going to actually repick that immediately. Also, apparently we already have one of these done. Kill a bunch of brown enemies in battle. Already did that. Alright, let's go reroll this one. Hopefully we get something good. Okay, perfect. Just do 20 battles. Perfect. Alright, so now we don't have to go to delves anymore. Still got to do dungeons, but that's just daily dungeons. Explode a bunch of gems. We could do pretty much any team. And Rune Priest 10 times. We'll save that for the synergy on Hero class, or do it with Rowing Quick Kill. Brown kills, easy, we just do that in K0 or something similar. Complete a treasure hunt, kill a gnome, so... Oh, we do have to do one treasure hunt one, I guess we will. Might as well. Actually, we might have to go do that right now then, since that's kind of in our way. Okay, to the treasure hunt! But of course, we got a new campaign. As far as the new campaign, we have ourselves the new power gem as well. Of course, if I go show it real quick, let's go to like Sword's Edge or something. We do indeed, actually I'm still hovering over the team. But we do have a new power gem called Dragon Gem. So Dragon Gems, what they do is they explode everything below them while still counting for 1 of their mana. So if we end up taking one of these, which unfortunately we cannot right here. Come on, give us a turn. Oh, what do I want to take? I'll take that for now. I'm trying to get some alignment. But as you can see right here, it's going to explode everything below it. And of course that gives 50% mana. Unfortunately, it doesn't do above as well, only specifically below, meaning for pretty much one of the first times ever, Shuffle has a pretty interesting use case now. Also, this guy has been double devouring way too often today. I have almost gotten more double devours off him today than I've probably gotten in the history of using this troop. Oh, I was going to do this a couple times and he'll be dead. Oh, I can't. Well, let's see if it gets it again. No. It was worth the shot, but there we go. Anyways. But yeah, that's what they do. They just explode everything below them for 50% mana accumulation while still counting for 1 of whatever the color is. So of course if it's a blue, it counts as blue, green, green, so on and so forth. It basically just determines what it matches to and counts as 1 mana, but then explodes everything below it. Which means with something with Mistralis, you can end up shuffling the board, anything with extra turn shuffle, in order to get them slightly higher to the top. It's not really that required for them, but it is a way to get a little bit more value on them. Also, the chat above me is not working again. Okay, I need to go look into that. Why is it not working? It seems like lately it just doesn't want to work. That's so strange. Maybe they changed something on their website? Because that chat pulls from a website to pull from a website, if that makes any sense. And maybe it is not pulling from that other website anymore correctly. Because it has stopped working as of recently. I thought that was just like a one-off thing because it likes to not do it sometimes. But that's a couple days in a row now. But anyways, just have to deal with it another day. And hopefully tomorrow we'll get that working then. Anyways. Let's go and do the rest of these tasks. So, we're currently on do treasure hunt. So, it looks like we are going to unfortunately have to go to treasure hunt, but at least it gives us some reason to play this mode. For the most part, we do get a first try, and as long as you do, it's actually not that bad of a time sink here. The only problem is if we don't get it first try, which would not be ideal, but we'll see how it goes. It should be fine, though. I'm a little rusty at the hunt. Oh, I'll take that one over. I'm gonna try getting those connected. We'll take that one for now. Nice little 5 times it's sitting there. Also, hello everyone, by the way. Hello! Let me start from the top. Hello, Bill, with the first. Hello, Roman. Hello, Ricardo. Hello, Ginky. Welcome. Hello, Daddy Shark. Hello, Gimli. Hello, Dwight. Hello, Andrew. Hello, Jonian. Hello, Steve. Hello, let's see. How many tasks does it take to screw in a light bulb? 70, 1 to change the light bulb, and 69 to make Chad happy. That's funny. Hello, Logic Slayer. Hello, Lester. Hello, Clip Bomb. Hello, Sushi Ninja. Hello, Supernova. Hello, I say Clip and hello, Vernas. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so let's go win treasure hunt already. So we can go to doing some of the actual battles. I'm pretty sure most people skip these, but no, I like doing them. This is one of the few, like, slightly longer tasks I don't mind doing. Because it's not too bad if you get it first try. The biggest issue is if you don't get it first try. Which, of course, can happen decently often. We're currently on track, I feel, for a first try, though. Though, oh no, we're a little bit of ways. We definitely didn't get as many extra turns at the start as we would want. However, our current board setup, if we don't mess it up, is actually not too bad. Biggest part is not messing it up. That'll be an issue in itself. Alright, that bronze coin down there, I'm not liking its position. I almost want to not take those bronze coins just to kind of fix it a little. As I take literally all of them. I would take that for the 5 times. Actually, that was technically 7 times, though it caps out the 5 times, of course. Right, we don't have any move there. We'll just drag all that down. Oh, we got lucky from Sky right there. We basically almost won already. Oh, we got a double there, but none of them were for extra turn because we didn't get another one connected. Alright, we're pretty much won, right? What are we at? Okay, I need a few more. Let's not play it too hasty because we still haven't won yet. Alright, 10 turns left, but this board is starting to get really bad. Like, really, really bad. Come on, I just need one more extra turn somewheres. There we go, we got it. It's over. Right, yep, that's everything. Okay, we won. And now we simply end the map. Alright, there we go. Objective complete, and we got a singular gem. Alright, let's go claim that out. Boom, boom, boom. And we got that annoying one out of the way. Okay, next, Pest Control. Defeat Treasure Gnome. It's the easiest way to do this. Let's go Volkey. Let's go to Vaults, max difficulty. Bring in a, I don't know, Magnesia? Doesn't really matter too much. We're just here for one battle. Run just about anything we really want to. And there's our one kill. Easy as that. Hey, 60 diamonds. Too bad I don't need that currency. Otherwise, that would be useful. We currently have Do a Battle and Do Brown Banner. The absolute quickest way to do this, even though I have a different team already set up for. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do the one that's already set up. Because what I was going to do is switch to Dust Devil. However, the amount of time it's going to take to switch the banner on my Dust Devil team is longer than it will be to use this team 3 times. So we're just going to roll with this. This is actually the one we showed from the video earlier, where we covered all the teams for the week. Well, everything except for Friday, for that event. But aside from that, we covered it for everything else. Isabel's not moving to Gen Keys. Let's see. Though we do have one spot open, if I'm not mistaken. They left after the previous Guild War thing. Hey, we do? But yeah, if anyone wants to join, we got a spot. We got a singular spot. Alright, next we just gotta do event keys. Yeah, there's the post by Isabel. Event key drop table is pretty bad this week, by the way. Unless you're doing it for the 2 legends or doing it for kingdom upgrading purposes, there's not much really in drop table. The mythics are pretty bad for this kingdom. Alright, we gotta go do hammer. Well, we already got a team for that. And it's our coverage team, task coverage. Don't even need to change. That's why we make it. It covers all your bases pretty much, except for using pure team. But normally I try doing pure team on the Thursday one. Which we have a 4 times Dwarf on, as well as a 4 times Keyzale. Mostly because you already have to do it 4 times from the same kingdom anyways. Other than your weapon or your hero. So you can simply just, you know, make your hero the hero class and you're good to go. So hello, Oyster Soup! Welcome, welcome. Also, we almost have all of our crowns already. I have not even tried to go out of my way to farm a single crown yet. And we are like 1 or 2 away from having all of them. Very convenient days like those. Yeah, there we go. So it's more likely to happen on a Monday when we're doing the tasks, since a lot of tasks to go do. Win any battle using a KZL team. Also, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships once again, Alistair. Greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. Thanks a ton. Win any battle using KZL. So I was just mentioning this. I have a team set up for this. This is our Thursday team. Our Thursday team is currently set up with the hero class, so this does count as pure KZL. It is a Black Manacle Apothecary, High King. Oh gosh, I always want to keep calling him High Forge. King High. Wait, never mind. He's High Forge. That's why I want to keep calling him High Forge. I mean, I keep wanting to call him Iron Gut, but his name is High Forge, is what I meant to say. But there we go. But yeah, we're just doing that with like an Empower. We're just feeding into Black Manacle, kill it out, have another double poke. Good to go. 10 of mana accumulation. We have Empower from green to brown. We have the Convert brown. But yeah, I'll try to look into what's happening with the chat above us tonight. As well as tomorrow if I don't get it done tonight. Because I'm not sure what's happening with it. It's probably just something on the website that I might need to update now. They might have changed their policy for something lately. Because I don't normally check that website on a regular basis. So apparently we need to. It could also be the version of OBS I'm using it's not compatible with, which is another thing I didn't consider. Because I believe OBS had an update several days ago. And it was probably the exact day that we started having these issues. So it could just be a compatibility issue, potentially. Oh wait, have we done this the number of times that was required already? I wasn't even paying attention. Let me double check. Have we? Yeah, we have. Oh gosh, we've probably already been done. There we go. If nothing else, we need some kills for the Brawler one. Okay, you know what? We need some dwarf kills. Why am I not doing it in like KZL or something? Oh, we even have it on difficulty 1. Yeah, why have I not been doing these in KZL? I could have been getting dwarf kills. Whoops. I forgot, we kind of have a gold task we need to get coverage on, don't we? Yeah, for almost all of those, I could have just been doing it here. Because our wing team kills both equally. Yeah, we got a gem key from the gnome as well. Alright, bronze is almost done. We only have 2 left. One of them is an auto-complete. Just the summoning stone. A little brown one. And we get ourselves a useless archer. That doesn't do anything. And Intrepid Explorer. When Explorer 1... Oh, well, now we really have to go do KZL. It literally wants us to go there. How convenient. Because I need to go here anyways to get the dwarf kills. Oh, why am I doing that? It's better just go for mana here. Well, I guess that technically is mana, but you know, not the right mana. Yeah, the dragon gems do explode, not destroy. It explodes everything below it. So basically, it does a line underneath it. And then that entire line is a 3x3. And you get 50% mana accumulation for everything in that line. But you get the full amount of mana for the one singular dragon gem that you take. It's a little bit weird to calculate out how much mana you get from it. But it is doable. I can kind of try to show it on the next one. Though with the team we're currently using, I would have to get it isolated to show it properly. We're probably going to get level 1,800 by the end of the year. We're pretty close. We're level 69. That or we could just stay at level 69 forever. Also, I believe that was our last crown. Which means I don't even need to go out of my way to get crowns today, I don't believe. Right? Yep, we're done with crowns. I have not gone out of my way for a single second to get crowns today, and we already got them all. Great to see. Alright, bronze is now completed. Though now we have the entirety of silver to go do. We still have quite a few left. Yeah, the Dragon Gem mechanic is okay. It's not super powerful. It's not ultra weak, though. It's a nice middle ground power gem. We've definitely had ones that have been stronger. We've had one that's been weaker. It's kind of in the middle. It's a cool mechanic, though. It's rather unique. Hey, we got that one done. And I do need to get this out of the way so we can go do the next one here, which is dungeon. Actually, what's underneath this? So we got to go do daily dungeons, easy. Explode a bunch of gems, easy. And Rune Priest 10 times, easy. Okay, so I don't need to repick any of them. Rune Priest we slightly have to go out of our way for, so we could theoretically repick it, but 10 of the battles for it isn't going to take that long at all. So let's go do our 3 daily dungeons. Boom. Oh. Oh. No! So close. It's so far. Okay, let's just run, let's run like Zolgoth or something. Yeah, Dragon Gem's amazing because it's not annoying. True. That is a good sign of a good gem. Anything that isn't as bad as Lycanthropy is a very good gem. Honestly, the only 2 gems I think I would say I hate are Lycanthropy gems and Bomb gems. Every other gem, honestly, have been pretty fine. Different degrees of fine, but they've been fine. But yeah, those are the only 2 I would really say that were bad. I'm pretty sure no one disagrees on Lycanthropy. Oh no, I just don't feel like Bomb gems do enough. They're basically just weaker Doom Skulls. Like, don't get me wrong, Doom Skulls are strong, but they're just weaker Doom Skulls. So why would you ever use them instead of Doom Skulls? It makes like no sense. Like, it's the exact same mechanic but weaker, and you can't even match them like you can Doom Skulls. I don't know, freeze gems compared to some of the other ones would actually be kind of good. Like, compared to a, like the fire gem or curse gem, I feel like freeze gem would be a little bit stronger. Though does freeze gem only freeze one or everything? That I actually forget, because we only had it for 1 weekend. Which actually reminds me, I wonder if we're getting anything with freeze gem this holiday. Because to this day, we still have no troops that can create freeze gems. Or frozen gems, or snowflake gems, or whatever they're called. Because we have it for all the other mechanics. We're even getting more things that have the curse gem mechanic this this season. Oh yeah, I was going over that earlier and then completely forgot because I got sidetracked. But we do actually have a new curse gem mechanic. Or not new mechanic, but a new returning mechanic, I should say. Because barely anything currently has it. And 0 things have it that are currently viable, and this will be the very first. But if we go over to campaign and click over to all the rewards, the very last thing we're getting is another version of Elima Grim. As well as, what is that other one called? The yellow one. But there's basically a couple dragons that are set up in a similar way. And this one has the same mechanic, but it actually ends up creating curse gems for its own boost ratio, which is kind of cool. Curse gems already exist in the game, but nothing viable has them. They're basically just brown gems, but when you take them, they curse the enemy team. I believe it's either one random troop or all of them, I can't remember. But, yeah, we'll have that mechanic. It already exists, but nothing viable has it until this troop comes out. It deals damage to all enemy, then creates 9 of those gems. And if the entire team is cursed, which is pretty likely, given that, you know, you're creating cursed gems to go curse them with, you will then go and create 13 of them. And honestly, 13 gem spawn, not too bad. Obviously not the best gem spawner out there. But to do an AoE poke with a 13 while also perpetually keeping the enemy team cursed is not bad at all. Biggest concern, of course, is your team is also probably going to get 4 times cursed, which is one thing that has made cursed gems kind of problematic in a lot of situations, in that you might have to have a cleanser on your team. Like, you're almost going to want to run a Beatrix, almost guaranteed, when you're running something like this. Maybe not required, but definitely pretty high priority, just so you don't get countered on it. But it has potential. It also starts with a blue-purple storm, which I believe is the first troop to start with a double storm in the entire game. And by that, I mean non-perpetual double storm. Every single thing that currently does double storm, unless I'm forgetting of one, does so in a way where it is a perpetual double storm, as in they will create a double storm every single turn forever. However, this one does not. It just does it at the start of battle, so you'd have it for 4 turns, assuming it is not countered at any point. So that's kind of interesting. It's obviously a weaker version, but it's nice to see that we're starting to get some of them. And aside from that, it has the elimination on magic, which does it pretty nicely. I was mentioning during the video that didn't actually show it, but there's already a weaker mechanic of that that I was mentioning, if they ever add a dragon that has this, that has it at a higher degree, it would actually be viable. And guess what they did? So Dragon's 1337, it decreases a random enemy's magic by 2 every single time you take an extra turn. And the new troop, this only does one single enemy by 2, meaning it's getting a total of 2 reduction. The other one that's coming through the campaign pass, it does 3 per extra turn. However, it's not 3 from one target, it's 3 from everything. So you're going to be able to do a reduction of 12 per cast. But yeah, I was mentioning back in the day when this thing came out that it needs like a 1 reduction to all or something similar. And we're actually getting that with the new mythic. It has a 3 magic reduction to all, which honestly is not that bad in PvP-like situations. Obviously, when you're doing like delves and other things where stats go way higher, that's pretty useless. But in PvP-like situations, when this might be like your stat line, you do that 10 times. You are actually not even 10 times. You do that, math. You do that about 7 or 8 times. There's 7 or 8 extra turns with only 1 on your team. That's not even counting if you double up for 2. But with only 1 on your team, if you do like 7 or 8 extra turns, you just halve their magic damage in a PvP-like situation. That's not bad at all. That's a pretty decent amount of value. Be interesting to see how it pans out. Anyways, we got okay boomer. We got to go explode a bunch of things. Well, let's go explode a bunch of things in Kazil and have the perfect team for that. We shall use a Rowan build, and not just any Rowan build. Actually, yeah, I actually will use my normal one because we don't need the synergy on the other thing. I was gonna say I'll use the coverage one, but we actually don't need the coverage one for anything at this point. So let's do it this way because the only 2 objectives we need now are to kill Kazil and kill Dwarf, and technically one other one under both. So hello, Barbara. Welcome, welcome. Also, hello, Defiant. Welcome as well. Hope all's been well. And no Wayne instead of Rowan. Yeah, I always say Rowan weird because I believe it's Rowan or something. I always say Rowan. They see me Rowaning. Only if they were... wait, what was Dwight's saying? You can put the new mythic with the constructs and Chalcedony, which still loop like crazy. True. Is there enough room on that team for that? There probably is. Because you would need the 50% mana start. You would need Chalcedony. Yeah, there's enough room. Yeah, you would need that 1 troop and then 1 other thing. Yeah, you can get away with that. The only problem with that is you won't be able to put a cleanser on that team, which would be the big concern with a team like that. Because there's no construct that has consistent cleanse, unless you're just running on hero. But even then, that's not particularly consistent. Most hero weapons are not a good option for cleansing. Which I wish we would get a better option for it. I don't think it would be too broken if we got an actually good cleansing weapon. Like, there are weapons that are okay that do cleanse, but they're just okay. They're nothing special. They're basically like the things you use when you're in like last resort because it's like, oh, I just need it. You know what? Maybe I should have done the coverage one because now I need to go switch to it, which I guess isn't too big a deal, but I knew there was a reason I was thinking I needed to switch to the coverage one. And that is why. Because we actually still have to use Rune Priest 10 times. So now we shall. Yeah, Staff of St. Asher is one of them. I believe there's also another one that you can get from Hero Class on one of them that has a decent cleanse. There's a small handful of them. The biggest issue with a lot of them is they just take too long to get mana, especially the 1 mana cost ones. Where, you know, they only use 1 specific color but still cost like 14 mana to cast. So hello, Jace Shar. Welcome, welcome. Because by the time you can get the mana for it, like, you're almost going to be naturally cleansed. Or if you would use Orpheus, you would have been cleansed off of that. Just a little too slow. Now we gotta do this 7 more times. And those are our last 2 tasks, aren't they? We're gonna get double synergy on the final stretch. Yeah, 7 more wins and we're done. Which, honestly, not too bad. That took us, whoa! Is that under 30 minutes? Yeah, that'd be an under 30-minute run for all tasks. And that's with doing Treasure Hunt. That's no repick on Treasure Hunt. I think the only thing we repicked on was Underworld. Unless I'm forgetting one, but I believe it was just Underworld. Which honestly wasn't even that long either if we were to do it manually. Because we just have to run Underworld 50 by taking 3 battles twice. Well, we got it done by just passively doing 20 battles, which might sound like it takes longer, because it does, but we got it done without having to go out of our way, so it technically didn't take longer. It's kind of weird, because, you know, 6 battles is quicker than 20 battles. But because the 20 battles were passive and could be done anywheres, it was technically quicker to do 20 battles than it is to do the 6 battles. Even though the 6 battles take a shorter duration of time. It's kind of weird how those tasks work. Where something that takes a longer amount of time is actually a shorter duration of time. Just because you could synergize it with other tasks. Yeah, there's one of them. I believe that means we need to do 3 more battles. Based on what the other number was. And there wasn't anything else behind it, right? I don't think there was. Let's go do 3 battles then check. Because I believe these were just the final 2, unless we're getting one. Which will actually be one of the quickest we've ever done for full completion. We've done around 30 minutes before as well. This is on track for like a 27-minute or 28-minute. Alright, we need one more fight. And dead. Alright, is that everything? Let's double check. I think it might be, unless I'm forgetting one. Buried underneath one of these 2. Nope, that's it. Oh no, there is! Oh no, I gotta go kill X-Raider real quick. Oh no, someone in PvP, have 4 X-Raiders, go. Kill 4 X-Raider speedrun. No. 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 Come on, someone have X-Raider. Where's my 4 X-Raider? There it is. Yeah! We found him. Okay, I always gotta kill this real quick. I forgot the 4 X-Raiders. Alright, we got him. I need purple badly. I gave him mana, but it's not gonna matter. Come on, where's our final poke? I literally just need a single skull. And that's way more than a single skull. And there we go! 28 minutes! It has been done. There we go. That was with all the talking and introduction and everything. And we didn't skip the treasure hunt. There we go. Unfortunately, we're not really getting anything good. Don't we get a copy of the pet, though? Do we finally get the Zolgoth? He's been in the files for so long. Do we finally get a copy of him? No, we don't until next week. Aw, we gotta wait on the Zolgoth. The little Zolgoth pet. Yeah, we get him next week. Unfortunate. Also, 3rd week, we actually get the weapon. We're getting the weapon really early this time. The Council of Dragon Staff. Actually, it is a staff. I was just looking at this and was like, oh yeah, that's a staff. But yeah, it actually is a staff. That makes sense. It is quite literally a staff. But yeah, this one's interesting. I'm not sure if it's going to be particularly meta, but it has potential to be. I still feel like Celestial Flask is going to be stronger, but it creates 2 blue, green, red, and brown dragon gems with an auto extra turn. It is very similar to Celestial Flask, except just slightly weaker, but it has potential to clear out a lot of the board, especially if you get it without having to move anything. My only concern is since it's creating so many different colors, it's going to be kind of clunky on the board when they go down. So being able to specifically match them could be problematic. However, one thing that's nice is one of the colors that it does create is one of the colors that it uses. Unfortunately, it doesn't create both the 2 colors. If it created like blue, purple, and then like 2 others, that would be a little bit stronger since it uses both those colors. But the only one that it does specifically is blue. But you have to keep in mind, any of these can explode everything below them. And in doing so, get a bunch of mana that way, which could, of course, be both purple and or blue mana. And, of course, you could run it with whatever hero you want. It has some potential. I don't think it's going to be over the top good, but it does have potential to be among one of the better ones we've gotten from campaigns. Though definitely not better than Flask, but still up there. Anyways, so with tasks already done, let's go do everything else. Most notably, let's go do the ward event. So, where's my ward event team? Do I want to show the cheaper one? What did I show for cheaper? You know what? I'm happy with the more expensive one. Good old truffle build. So, as far as the event is concerned, the scoring is, always take circle and never take 2-word words. And that's all you need to know. I'm not sure if that makes it simple or not. It's relatively straightforward. However, it is still a bit of a weird one in a sense. Alright, let me get rid of... Let me just put that as a placeholder. Give me magic. There we go. I still need to go upgrade the other one. I need to go claim it from the guild. What's up with Zolgoth next week? Oh, it's from the Kingdom Pass. You don't get a copy of Zolgoth, but you get a copy of the pet if you have the paid side. It doesn't actually give you a copy of Zolgoth himself, of course. But simply the pet. And he doesn't give any bonus to Zolgoth, which is a cosmetic thing. Okay, so any 2-word words don't take. So we want to take Frostfire King here. We got our little explosion. What's your convert again? Yellow to green. How convenient is that? No! Well, that confirms that. The dragon gems don't convert properly. I'm not sure why they coded that so much different in this game compared to their other game. In their other game, when you convert a power gem, it maintains whatever color it had. Or, you know, it maintains the effect when it goes from a color. For example, let's say we had blue to green. In their other game, it would make this into a green dragon gem. In Gems of War, it simply just converts it into a green gem. I'm not sure if they're eventually going to do a patch that changes that. But as it currently stands, it's kind of clunky. Because there's less of an incentive to go, like, convert blue to green right now. As this will become a standard green gem and not a green dragon gem. If we even had a convert like that on us. Apparently we only have yellow to green. Okay, Obsidian Axis is the other one that's good. Or the other mid-tier one. You can tell because it's not 2 words. It's just one very weird to pronounce word. Yeah, our final non-2-word word. Also, I don't believe it shuffles at any point, so I think we're at the point where we just keep clicking the same spot over and over again. Which didn't even take long at all. We just started this like a minute ago, and we're already at the point where we just keep clicking the same spot. Which is both convenient and unfortunate. So slightly less variation to some degree. But at least it's a lot simpler just not having to move. But yeah, all we have to do is keep clicking top left now. Because every other room is a bad room. Though once we do get a bad room in top left, I think we're going to click on a different one so we can click somewhere else. Because generally you want to click closest to the button down here. So generally somewhere's in this general area where I'm spinning right now. Which means we'd most likely want to have like this one of these two be the one that we click on. Just because it's way closer to the button. Of course you don't have to do it that way, but makes it a little more convenient. Ever so little. I do not like this board. I'm just going to take this. Unfortunately, we do not have a follow-up this turn, and we don't have a lineman either. You know what? I'm just going to let him get skull distracted. Just so I can do this. Oh, wait. I didn't mean to do that one. But never mind, it worked out. No, it didn't quite work out, but it still worked out. There we go. I meant to do truffle, but I'll take it. And we got our eyeballs over here. These circle ones give eyeballs, and they count for a lot more points than the other rooms. So, of course, you have no control over if they will spawn or not. They kind of just do their own thing. Oh no, you didn't kill. How could you do such a thing? Oh, I know exactly why. I still haven't equipped all the medals yet. Well, I have equipped the one medal I had. I did not equip the guild's medals, so let me go grab them real quick. This is an upgrade? Come on, do an upgrade. Yeah, we got our upgrade. Okay. And I should auto-equip. We just double check that it did. And it did. There we go. 160% extra spell damage. Unfortunately, even though there's some strategies to do it this week with Etten and a few other ones, you unfortunately cannot run skulls for this current event. That would have been cool if they did, because then this would be the first instance where we could kind of use Etten. Also, speaking of first instance, we are now at all 2-word words. So I shall go over to this one. Also because it's closer to button. Because they're all equally bad now. Hey, do we have anything we need to do for Legends Reborn this week? No. Because the next one I believe is on Wednesday and then the other one's on Saturday. As far as finishing that out. And definitely don't forget to finish that out this week. As this is the final week to get it in. It's only for a couple free pets, but hey, there are a couple free pets. Speaking of which, we should be getting a new pet on Wednesday. Actually, can I see it in game right now? Because every single time I keep checking, my guild has a pet. There it is. Yeah, we're finally getting that one Kizo pet. That's another pet that's been in the files for quite some time. That we're finally getting as of this week. Yeah, that'll be this Wednesday. It's coming soon. It's not too particularly good of a bonus. But, it still stacks with the other one, so it has that going for it. It just has very few situations where you're building a pure Kiziel team. It's not something that comes up too often. Like this week, the only time we're going to be using it is on Thursday, which is actually kind of convenient because we're getting a pet for it on Wednesday and then we're having an event that it's actually viable for on Thursday. One of the few times where it gets some decent synergy. Also, after we finish out doing this, we'll go hand out a code. No! Silent Sentinel, how could you? You silenced the mana option. I needed that for mana. Yeah, as soon as we hit 0 residuals here, we'll hand out a code. And then I guess we'll just go grind a little. Because we're actually already going to be done with every event, unless I'm forgetting something. Because also, you may have noticed, we did not end up having a holiday thing. I guess it was just... Because I thought that too. Lunar New Year is not till January or February. I mentioned that last night. But yeah, I guess it was just weirdly placed in the thing. In the spoiler thread? I'm not sure. Because we don't have a holiday 2-week event thingy going on this week. And if it was supposed to be for Lunar New Year, Lunar New Year is not till January or February. Like late January, early February, somewhere around there. Yeah, we didn't end up having one of those. Which is slightly unfortunate. Honestly, I kind of like those modes. We only had it one time so far for Halloween. And honestly, if we're going to keep getting new armors and new troop, new pet from it, it's pretty nice. Like, only for a couple hundred gems, getting all that. Like, for as much as you would spend on this weekend event to finish it out, you could get all those other things on that other event in less time. It's not that bad an offer. I'll catch you later, Clip Bomb. Thanks for stopping by. And also has a lot of stuff available for free as well. And of course, gems is also technically free, in a sense. Now, we do have alignment there. It's one of the reasons why we even have that one. Gotta get our mana when we can. It looks like we're down to the final 5. And I say 5, even though we have 3 because of Valraven. Speaking of which, there's the Valraven. Actually, we probably have 6 now that I think about it. We're getting a Valraven already. Oh, wait, did I just have alignment and completely get rid of it? Oh, no. Luckily, it doesn't matter for Frozen on brown and or green, because these two are auto extra turn. So even if they don't extra turn on the board, they will still extra turn. So we don't need to worry about them. But yeah, I still find it interesting how much quicker the campaigns feel ever since they made them like 30% quicker. Because honestly, they feel like 50% quicker ever since they made them 30% quicker. Though I think that has to do somewhat and partially because we're also getting more efficient at preemptively setting up for them. That might be contributing to going a little bit quicker at them. Because we're doing way quicker than 30% less time. Like, we basically halved our time on how long it normally takes to do them. Because before it would take almost an hour. Now the average is like 30 minutes. Unless you have like a really annoying one that brings it to 40. I know, I said I'd hand out a code as soon as we, went out of sigils. Oh, we just ran out of sigils. Right on cue. Alright, well, let's go hand out a code. But here you guys go. Here's the redeem code you use on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu. Redeem code I just posted right now to chat. And give same reward as always, true treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. And definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. If you haven't already caught it earlier too, we also covered a bunch of teams for the entire week. If you want any of the copy paste for any of the teams that we showed during the stream, or just to see the other teams that we end up showing, because it has all the teams like the task coverage ones, and you just copy paste them all from the description or from the pinned comment. And yeah, all the teams for the week. The only thing that's not in there are the Friday faction teams. We're really covering a separate video for it when it comes out. But aside from that, it's all the teams for the week. Anyways, let's go to Daily Adventure Board. We didn't need to do it for any of our tasks, so let's go do it now, as none of the campaign tasks required it. You normally want to make sure you do not do dungeon or your campaign tasks, or sorry, your dungeon or your adventure board prior to doing your campaign pass. And the reason for this is there are days like today where it tells you to go do either your dungeon or your adventure board. In this case, it told us to go do 3 dungeon battles. And you want to make sure you don't do them, otherwise you have to wait all the way till the following day, or you're going to be forced to repick it if you've already done it on the given day. So any first day of the week, if you're doing it all in one day, always make sure not to do your adventure board or dungeons until after. Especially if you're not looking up preemptively what all the things are. Which is still being posted. Gary is actually covering it now, so thanks, Gary. Before it was Hawks, I believe, was mostly covering it. But I guess that's Gary's role now. So good job, Gary. Keep it up. But yeah, he's posting those now. So we still got those nice little graphics for them. So even if we didn't have them, you can still try to... Like it's not... Like, the amount of efficiency you'll have less is probably like 10 minutes extra. Because the main thing that helps you with is getting synergy. So that you can do multiple different tasks simultaneously. Of course, you could do that as you see tasks. But knowing what they are in advance allows you to get better synergy. So you know which ones to go for. Because if you don't know what they are preemptively, you don't know if you should focus bronze first, or silver first, or gold first, based on that info. Whereas if you know what they are, you kind of know what we need to do. Like, for example, we knew today that we should do silver last. So we did silver last. Whereas you can't make that prediction if they stop posting those. But luckily they're still doing it. Or at least Gary's taking over the role for it anyways. But I think he was mostly already doing it. I know it was the 2 of them that were doing it, so I'm not sure like how much effort each one does. But now Gary has to do it all. Let's see. We'll throw that one down. Yeah, no problem for the code, everyone. Enjoy. Yeah, I remember when the, gosh, wasn't that like last year? Where the developer of Terran's World was considering stopping running the website? And there was like so many people that just wanted him to keep doing it that he was like, oh yeah, we'll keep doing it then. Just because of how many people end up using the resource. And I feel like that's somewhat similar with that campaign task thingy. Hey, we actually got a kill from Dragon Gem for once. That's something that's almost never going to happen. And the reason that happened is because it exploded the entire column, and in doing so, it exploded 3 skulls. And those 3 skulls killed him. Because one thing to keep in mind, while mana accumulation is 50% when exploded, there is something that you get 100% value for, and that is skulls. It's a little bit weird that it doesn't also get mitigated. However, skulls give the full value when exploded. So if you explode 5 skulls, you will do 5 skull damage. And in that case, we exploded 3 skulls and did the exact 3 damage we needed to kill him out. Also, there's the redeem code that we just posted earlier. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, 2,500 gold. Thanks whoever claimed it for us. Anyways, I guess we do some Explore 12 now. Because I think we've done everything. Crowns I did without even trying today, between the tasks and showing the video stuff. Dungeons we already did. Legends Reborn, there's nothing to do today. Right? Yeah, there's nothing to do today. We gotta wait till Wednesday and Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. And we already did all these, so we don't need to do that. What other event was there? We obviously just did the entirety of Invasion. Guild Wars was last week. That's already done. Guild's probably already registered. Yep. Oh no, the guild as a whole did 1% worse. Though I did 2% better. So guild, you're slacking. Obviously it's going to be like that almost every time. Just like a few percent in one direction or the other. But hey, we did above average. Or at least compared to what we previously did. Anyways. Yeah, I guess we just do some Explore 12 now. Unless I'm forgetting one. We've done all the events. So let's go hunt some mimics. Where's my mimic counter? Mimic counter. Oh, that's not the right one. Mimic counter. Mimic counter? There it is. They both started with M. I clicked the wrong one. Also, hello Samash. Welcome. If you have one of the new pets that give +5 to... Oh yeah, that reminds me. I need to go show you guys something. You just reminded me of something. Thank you for that. Oh wait, I'm using the wrong team. Wait, am I? Wait, what battle are we even doing? Oh yeah, I'm using the wrong team. Whoops. Let me go change that real quick. Zolgoth. Anyways, what was I saying? If you have one of the new pets that give +5 to a specific troop, and you summon that troop, does it gain the +5 to all? Yes. Yes, I'm pretty sure. I am near certain that is correct. I believe it doesn't if it's from transform, though. Like from an enemy transform. But as long as you're summoning it, or you're transforming it, it should. I am pretty sure. There's like a few weird exceptions to it. But as long as you're the one summoning it, and you're the one transforming it, it should count for the +5 stats when summoned. For example, Dryad is one of those that should be able to get that benefit. That was from, I believe, 2 of them ago. 2 Legends Reborn ago. We had a Dryad pet, and Dryad pet has a few different... Or Dryad troop has a few different ways that it can be summoned. From traits as well as from, you know, just being summoned in general. But what I that actually reminded me of... you know what pet the guild found earlier? We go to pets and upgradable. We found the money locked pet. The previous one. So currently, Infernus is money locked. You won't be able to get him for a little while. However, the previous money locked one is a Hungalong. This was from the previous Legends Reborn event, and we got him for free because, of course, he's in drop table now, similar to how the Infernus one will be in about a week. So yeah, there he is. He's in drop table. Just gotta get lucky and find him. And now we have +2 to all stats on Hungalong. Obviously, we still got a ways to go to get him all the way maxed, but it didn't cost us a penny. And of course, we could have spent like 2,500 gems to get a max. I just didn't feel like it was worthwhile to. For the Infernus one, I will maybe consider it. Just because honestly, I feel like I would use Infernus a little bit more if I had 5 to all stats. Whereas Hungalong, I don't feel like it having 5 to all stats would at all influence how much I use it. Whereas Infernus having 5 to all stats would slightly influence how much I would use it. But I'm definitely not going to spend $85 on it. I'm just going to wait till it's free. And then we'll determine the first time we see it if we're going to spend 2,500 gems on it or not. There's still a lot of gems to spend for a pet, but it might be worth it. The only problem is Broken Spire, or really honestly any of them that end up having it, they already have so many max pets that it doesn't really seem as worth it to max another one. Because you're already getting 3 other max pets. And to have a 4th, you just don't need it for anything other than the stats. Because one of the reasons why you would want to get level 20 pets in the kingdom is for the kingdom stars. But an issue with that is every single time we have a Legends Reborn, you basically don't ever need to worry about level 20 pets for the location ever again, assuming you're playing for that Legends Reborn. Of course, if you happen to be away that week or happen to not be playing when there was one in the past, then you're still going to need to get all those pets. However, if you're doing it during the duration that it's actually being released, you're just done with the kingdom then. Like, you don't need to worry about it. You get 2 for free, and then the other one you can get for gems for cheaper, and then you're just good to go. That's 3 of the 4 you need, and the other one you can just get naturally from the underworld. You usually get 1 guaranteed underworld max pet for every kingdom. So with those 3 alone, you're already good to go. And 2 of them are completely free. One of them is 1,350 gems, which is a super discount. And the other one you just get from completing out Underworld whenever you get around to it. Oh, did we just get the same kingdom again? Nice. Yeah, let's just stay here then. Come on, let's give it at least one Mimic tonight, hopefully. Throw down a couple runs. See if we can get lucky tonight. Tonight's the night. Triple Nisha. Third Horde Mimic. Something good. Oh, we got it at Nisha and the other night. That was pretty nice. Unfortunately in a standard chest and not a bigger one, but still an amazing drop. Definitely the kind of chest you want to see. Oh, that was actually the pet you were referring to? Yeah, I had a feeling. Because I couldn't really think of too many other ones that would have gained a benefit in that situation. Dryad, I believe, is one of the only few where it can. Technically, there's like a lot of wide summons that can. But Dryad has multiple instances where it can like 25% summon off of troops and so a couple other weird mechanics where it gets summoned in. I believe a few of those +5 to alls pets technically have an option. But Dryad is probably the most common out of any of them. As it has the most amount of ways to get summoned. Mostly from traits, oddly enough. But yeah, to my understanding, when it gets summoned through that trait like that, it should have the +5 to all stats. Though I've not actually tested like a before and after. But I know based on like how gold ranks work and everything else, like for example this Thrall with like a gold medal on it. Like I know stuff like that works like that. And I assume the pet stats would also work like that. And it definitely makes summons bulkier then. Because between all the bonuses, you almost get like 10 to all stats. Between the pet that gives +5 to all stats and then just the natural like synergy on your team. Because of course there's quite a few team compositions that can get extra stats depending on what they are. That's not utilized too often, but it does add up when you can use it passively. Like the team we're using right now, I'm pretty sure I don't think gets any. There's teams that get some. We're not getting any right now, right? We are getting, yeah, we're getting nothing. But if you compare it to something like, let's say, our Thursday team, we get a lot of stats on that one. Because we're using, like, multiple synergy. And those get applied to the summon. Because we have 24 HP. We have the Kazale bonus there. Wait, Wait. Kazale doesn't... I guess that makes sense, because I don't think any of them doubled up. Wait. The Kazale pet we're getting on Wednesday is the first introduction of the Kazale pet. No wonder why it's been in the file so long. How have they not done this yet? Wait, what? I didn't even notice that. We don't have a Kazale pet till this Wednesday. For whatever reason, I thought it was like, oh, Kazale has a pet. Of course it does by now. But, and it would just be the second one then. But no, there actually is none with 2. This is literally its first copy. How did it take so long for it to get a bonus? Wow. But yeah, we're getting it this Wednesday. How did that take so long? Is that like the only kingdom without one or something? How did that take so long? Anyways, but yeah, as you can see, you get extra stats and those apply to the summon thingy. But yeah, that's so weird. Yeah, we're getting one on Wednesday, 2 days from now. At this point, like an hour and 5, or I mean like 29 hours, a day and 5 hours, or somewhere around there. I did not realize I didn't have one. It might literally be the only kingdom left without one, unless I'm forgetting one. Oh no, I just changed the dimensions. Let me go fix that. Ooh, 29 tribute though. Okay, let me go fix that. That'll bug me forever. Also, we got mail for upgrading pet. 5 gems. Not much, but hey, it adds up. Speaking of a Kazale. Oh no, I'm on Explore 1 though. We can always go in and retreat and then do it. Because I don't believe that ruins the extra bonus, if I'm not mistaken. Because I could do this, retreat, say yes, restart the thing, move it to 12. And it should still have the bonus, right? Yeah, it does. Perfect. How rare is Mimic dropping 2 Nishas on E9? Exceedingly rare. So if you got it, that is very, very lucky. Explore 9 is the lowest drop rate Nisha location. And getting double for it is... I'm not even sure what the odds are. So it's very rare. Actually, it's rare enough that triple Nisha on 12 might actually be slightly more common than double Nisha on 9. I'm not sure the exact math on it. Yeah, triple Nisha, as in 3 Nisha tokens. Some people have gotten it before. Decently rare, though. We've gotten double multiple times, just never to triple, though. I just realized, isn't that the new kobold? No, never mind, it's not the new kobold. It's just a kobold. I'm not sure why. I confused that with the new kobold we got, because there's so few kobolds in this game that every kobold looks the same. Even though it looks different, but you know, they all look the same to me. Just the umbrella tag of kobolds. It's not even the right color. It looks red instead of looking blue. But yeah, they're all kobolds. Which theoretically is a subcategory in Gems of War. I don't believe we have a kobold summon. Oh no, we do. But yeah, there's actually a invisible kobold typing. I wonder if this one got added to Emperinazar's summon. Because it doesn't summon a random Emperinazar troop. It summons a random kobold. And the troop we got today is a kobold. I wonder if this actually summons it. Has anyone actually bothered testing? But yeah, it's one of those weird subcategories. There's a couple of them in the game. There's Spider, there's Kobold, there's Knoll, there's probably a few others I'm forgetting, that they don't show up on the profile. Like, you're never going to see one that says, like, Kobold here or something, or Knoll or something similar. But they're like an invisible typing on some troops, on top of the typings they already have, that is determined for a couple summons within the game. It's very weird, and there's nowhere on the card that is marked with such a thing. Yeah, I wonder if she actually does summon new kobold. Because that new thing that came out is a kobold. The troop we got today. Through the glory. It's more so just a matter of, did they remember to update its drop table? Or did they remember to add it to the table that automatically puts it into the drop table? Which the answer is probably no. Realistically, they probably didn't. Even though it should be in that drop table. I almost want to go summon with her like 10 times just to check. The only problem is she's not a particularly good summoner, and that would take forever. And even if we did it 10 times, it doesn't confirm that it's not in drop table. We'd have to do it like almost 100 times. Assuming we don't get it earlier than that. Maybe Tacit would have noticed the soup talk if you said lobster bisque. It's funny that you said that, because as soon as you said that, I noticed it. That's funny. Oh, your soup and chips got to be better before Poke Friday. Oh, nice. I know, it's right around the corner. But yeah, that is really funny. I did notice your comment as soon as you said lobster bisque. It is definitely my favorite soup ever. Which I actually haven't had it in like a year and a half now. Actually, I'm not sure if Defiant's still here. Defiant actually got it for me the last time I had it. Because I was at his place for a little while when I was in Chicago. Back in earlier last year. But that's actually the last time I bothered having a lobster bisque. It's because I haven't really been eating out much. Like, ever since the pandemic, I like barely ever eat out. Oh, he is here. But yeah, that's the last time I had a lobster bisque was at your place. I should have it again. It's really good. I just haven't been eating out much the last couple years. And for one of those years, I went with no fast food as well. I have been having some fast food here and there, of course, as of recently. But as far as going to restaurants, I haven't really started doing that again since the pandemic. One other thing I haven't started there's actually quite a few things I haven't started doing again since the pandemic. One of the other ones is movie theaters. I still have not seen a single movie since the pandemic. It's because you break the habit of doing it occasionally, and then you just don't rebuild the habit, and then you just never do it again. Or maybe not never do it again, but you know what I mean. No, as far as home soups, I am definitely addicted to cream of broccoli. I would never get a canned lobster bisque just because every single one I've ever tried has just been bad. But honestly, cream of broccoli, probably the best canned soup ever. It's not the best soup, just the best canned soup. Also, please don't summon. A thief is actually really good at not dying. It is a stealthy troop that summons a non-stealthy tank. It's one of the reasons why Orb Weaver is so strong. Because of a stealthy troop that summons a non-stealthy mana generator. Well, also normally coupled with life and death weapon. So looks like we didn't get a Mimic today. It is soup season, true. It is around that time. Yeah, there are some interesting movies coming out next year for sure. The Mario movie is definitely the one that's caught in my eye the most. There's a few other good ones as well. I feel like movie productions are starting to try again now that the pandemic's over. So they realize like, oh yeah, people actually go to theaters again. Because I feel like they weren't able to get as much funding or as much of a budget during the pandemic. Just because it was harder for them to, you know, produce anything. But now it'd be a lot easier too. I got an Arania there. Let's go for a 1-1 more. Let's do Kedar. Now I'll probably call it after this set. If we don't get a Mimic here. Until tomorrow night, which of course we have faction tomorrow. Tomorrow's faction is Emperor, a really weird named one. It's brown-yellow restriction. Luckily, we could run standard guards avatar for the earlier section, so pretty straightforward. If you don't have that, you can run like gargoyles or something similar. You have access to all brown, all yellow. The other one for that is finesse. Finesse with like triple finesse into Nimbus Bow or something similar. Basically, you just do that with a yellow storm and it gets perpetual mana. And it just wipes out the whole team. The only problem with that is you have to double cast instead of single cast to win. So you can't just do like a single AoE wipe, but it's still pretty quick. Same issue Gargoyle has, you do have to double cast with it. But it's really hard. First faction assault in Emperor Inazar since you started playing, really? Yeah, they haven't really had that many. I think it's like the third ever, I want to say. Because it is a relatively newer faction. A lot of the newer factions have only rolled around a couple times. Just due to how factions roll around these days. Was it really hard? It was really annoying. I wouldn't say it was hard, though. As long as you realize the main win condition is take extra turns forever, it's not hard, it's just time-consuming. Because if you don't buy a lot of potions, you need to ramp up a lot in order to win. But it's not hard to do, you just have to keep taking extra turns until you have enough damage to wipe out. And the way that you scale is just very slow. But once you do, you just kind of auto-win. Because getting to the final fight is easy. Winning the final fight in a timely manner without buying too many potions is the harder part about tomorrow's faction. Oh, did I get his innuendo? No, I did not get the innuendo. Oh, I see what you mean now. Yeah, that went right over my head. We got 13 plus red, so we get our auto extra turn into another auto extra turn into win. And there we go. Easy as that. Come on, give us a good chest. Oh, no mimic. No mimic tonight. Unfortunate. But it happens. We got lucky the other night, so makes up for it. But anyways, guys, we'll be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. We'll try to fix the chat above us, our head. Of course, anyone watching this live, it might not be too big a deal, but if you're watching in like full screen or something similar, I know some people like to see the chat. But yeah, we'll try to have that fixed by tomorrow if I can. I'm not sure what the issue is, but given that has happened a couple days in a row, I assume it's not just one of those one-off times where it just doesn't want to work. So I might just have to reset it on their website or something similar, which shouldn't take too long, but I'll go look into that tomorrow. If I can even remember what the password is, hopefully it's auto-saved. I've not needed to use that website in a decent amount of time. It could also just be an issue with OBS, because OBS did have an update, I believe a couple days ago when it started having issues. So it could be the current version of OBS interfering with the interface, so I'm not sure. Though it's weird because the number above me works, and that's from the same tool, which is probably the most confusing thing. Because this number right here works on the same thing that works on the chat over there that's not shown. But they're both being pulled from the same location. So if one works, the other should work, and the number's working, so I'm not sure why the chat isn't, but oh well. Hopefully it'll be fixed tomorrow night. Anyways, guys, have a wonderful week. Catch you guys later. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for